Hey everyone, Tech Steve here and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about this Roku television. Now I did do a little research for you guys and Roku declines to tell anyone who actually manufactures these televisions, which is okay with me as long as it has a great picture. Now this TV comes in two different series. Again, this is the Select series, but they do have what they call the Plus series. On that series you're going to get Dolby Vision, where this TV does not have that. Plus it does have QLED technology for better colors. It has a more robust audio system and local dimming zones. Now the thing about Roku is that they make this software that's easy to use and they have a lot of applications. When no one's building streaming devices, Roku was the go-to. And now that TCL and Hisense have been moving to Google TV software, Roku had to take a step out of the playbook and design their own television. The Roku branded televisions is available in multiple sizes. I have the 55-inch. You can also get it from a 24-inch all the way up to a 75-inch. This TV is very easy to put together. It comes with plastic feet and you just put two screws in and you're good to go. On the bottom of it, you're going to find a speaker system and there's a press button where you can turn off the power and switch to the inputs on the TV, plus a few other features. Now here's the remote control that comes with it, and you have your home button as well as navigations. This TV also has voice commands so that you can look up applications. You do have a couple of favorites here at the bottom. On the back of it, there's a speaker right here, and you can use this to actually find the remote control if you go into the settings of the TV, and it'll send out a signal and it sounds like this. Now looking at the back of this TV, there's a few things that stand out to me. First of all, it does have an attached power cord, so if you're going to extend it, you're going to need to use an extension cord. And there are screw holes to mount it on the wall. You're also going to find a reset button just in case things get locked up. There's also two HDMIs here, and this one is for eARC for soundbars, as well as an optical and a headphone jack output. There's also a USB input, as well as a LAN connection for your internet, plus you can connect it to Wi-Fi. This has the old school 3-prong composite input, so you can hook up your older devices. And here's HDMI 3 and 4, plus you have an ATSC TV tuner. Now picture quality is very important, but let me kind of explain something. As a consumer, to get to this point, it took me about 30 minutes having all my logins for Roku as well as my Wi-Fi. Now I had to scan for channels, I had to do an update, logged into everything. But now let's get into some picture tests, because how good is this TV for 300 bucks for 55-inch? For all you movie fans out there, I want to pull up Disney Plus, show you a few clips here, and to me, I think the picture looks really good. Except for you can see the annoying backlights because this TV doesn't have all the advanced features like local dimming. But then I want to put the TV in HDR mode so we can take a look at the picture profiles. And for me, I think the standard mode looks better than the other two modes. But again, that is a personal preference. And one thing you notice when you turn off the HDR, you have a whole nother group of picture profiles. And I know you guys are gonna say something about this in the comments, but I prefer the low power mode or the standard mode, but we have plenty of different options in here. And plus you can go into what they call customized picture, and you can actually change the brightness of the television, and you can go in there and fine tune all the different settings for your contrast, your brightness, sharpness. So you have all the configuration to get everything done to make it look the best for you. So watching movies on this TV wasn't too bad. The biggest thing I can see again is those backlights shining through, but this TV doesn't have all the bells and whistles. If you really want to buy the Roku TV, you might want to consider that Plus series that I mentioned earlier, because you're going to get Dolby Vision that this TV doesn't have. You're also going to get full array local dimming with zones, so you're going to get a better contrast. It also has an upgraded audio system, and that TV is QLED, where this one is a standard television with direct backlights. Now, if you wonder about upscaling, I first want to play some 480p content so you guys can see what it looks like. And to my surprise, a lot of TV wouldn't let me do this feature. When you try to zoom into the picture, generally most televisions will still keep that square boxes on the side, but with this TV, I was able to put it in zoom mode And this allowed me to fill up the whole entire screen, but it did stretch it, but at least you didn't have black bars. So if you're gonna watch a 720p signal, I think the TV is gonna look really good, but it's gonna shine its best whenever you use 1080p, because this is pretty much where most content is on the market. But its native signal is 4K. And here's a demo of what it looks like. It's gonna bring in just a lot more sharper edges and make the TV look a lot crisper. Now I know some people in rural areas have no choice, so they use antennas. So this TV does have a TV tuner. It picks up just fine. I was able to scan for channels and that was no problem. But if you do have a fast enough internet connection, I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on YouTube TV. And I put the TV in sporting modes and it was bright and detailed, but it wasn't as crisp as I like to see. But I always got to remember one thing, this is a $300 55-inch television. Now when it comes to picture tests, I just want to show you guys the skin tone, and keep in mind this TV is in the movie mode, which makes the image a lot warmer. But overall, it does a pretty good job reproducing the images, so I don't think if you have the right expectation that you'll have any problems there. And looking at the dirty screen effect, you're going to get some vignetting around the edges, but that's pretty much expected in TVs in this range. And the contrast level is much better than I anticipated, just because this particular TV doesn't have your full array local dimming zones. But when I went to do my motion test, I was really surprised how smooth it was on the factory settings in the movie mode, because a lot of TVs, you will see a lot of artifacts. So I think you're gonna have a much smoother picture on this TV compared to some other ones in this bracket. Now, if you're a gamer, it's a basic television, so you're not gonna get the experience as you would on a more expensive television, but it will support your auto low latency, and you can get 60 frames per second running at 4K. Now this TV says it's 60 Hertz. I think the Xbox Series S or the PlayStation 4 would be fine for this television. If you have one of the more advanced systems, it's not gonna make it look too much better, but ideal is it's compatible with these type of devices. Now this TV will support 4K up to 60 frames per second. The interesting thing I found on this TV, even though it doesn't support Dolby Vision, I went into the HDMI inputs and I switched it to auto versus standard, and for some reason, I lost the auto low latency, but the Dolby Vision function did check off. Pretty interesting. And in gaming mode, I was able to get 10.2 milliseconds. Are you kidding me? Roku operating system. First of all, this is your home screen and this is where all your applications are. At the top, you see all your inputs, including live TV. And under live TV, you do have a guide where you can actually scan for different programs, or you can use the streaming service built in. Another thing I want to point out about the Roku television that I don't have on any of my TVs is with a 16 gigabyte memory card or larger, you can actually play and pause up to 90 minutes of antenna-based televisions. Now, if you change the channel or turn it off, you lose that data, but at least you can do it. Now, if you want to play your files like a movie, personal pictures, you have to use a second USB, but I just wanted to point that out to you guys. And on the sidebar, you can see different things to watch, sporting events, and you can even search for different items. There's also a streaming store, and this is where you can download different applications. And you can find just about anything you need in this app store. Plus, there's some special ones made just for people who design Roku applications. Now, once you go under settings, there's a lot of options in here. You can set up your networks. You can pair remote controls and speakers and add devices. On the Roku, you have different themes, and this allows you to change the wallpapers when you're not using it. There's a built-in screen reader, and then you can also preset all your picture settings right here. And under TV pictures, you can actually set up the base of the TV to go automatic with the brightness of the room, or you can preset this for all the different inputs. And there's a HDR notification that can pop up on the screen. And there's a few other settings in here that you can customize according to what type of system that you hook it up to. The last few things I want to show you is that this TV does support Apple Airplay and HomeKit, and you can actually cast some of your different smart devices over to it. So what did I think about this TV? Let's put things in perspective. This is a Roku Ultra that cost me $100. For $300, you get a 55-inch TV with everything you need built in. 4 HDMIs, pausable live TV, USB inputs, plus this TV has Wi-Fi, plenty of applications, everything you could think about. But the main thing important is for people who are not tech savvy, this TV is extremely, I mean extremely easy to use. So if you've been thinking about buying a television and you're confused about all these different operating systems, one side of it, yes, there are better pictures like the Plus series that gives you QLED and local dimming zones. But for someone who want to put something in their bedroom or in their living room and looking for something that can perform very well at a reasonable price, this is definitely a TV that you might want to consider. And if you're interested, I'll leave all the links in the description below. You can go research it before you purchase anything, completely up to you. Now, last thing that I want to tell you guys is that I've been in this studio for almost 2.5 years, and I'm looking to grow and expand and get something larger, and I'm not sure if I could do it, but if you want to support the channel, you can head over to shop.techstevehd.com, maybe pick up a basic shirt, and that'll help support the channel and some of the new things that we're looking to do to grow everything to give you guys better content. I'm Tech Steve. Thanks all for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.